I know sometimes in our culture in Filipinos, we just hold religious leaders in high regard. Na kahit alam natin, dalawa lang ang anak niya pero parehong panganay. Okay? Wala tayo. But we still go to that church, whatever that church is. But our hearts, really, in our hearts, we are not really listening to Him. Because all He's doing is opening His mouth and we're not hearing what He says. Because His life and His lips are not saying the same thing. Romans 14:21 tells this. It is good neither to eat meat nor drink wine nor to do anything by which your brother stumbles or is offended or is made weak. Kailangan maingat tayo bilang leader na ang buhay ko hindi maging stumbling block sa iba. But rather that I will be a stepping stone by which people are drawn closer to the Lord. Mahirap talagang pastor. Mahirap din ang Kristiyano. Because itong command na to na hindi tayo maging bisyado is not just for pastors. This is for every Christian. Because as Christians, we are leaders in some way. Sa mga kapamilya natin na hindi pa nakakakilala sa Panginoon, they're looking to you for leadership in terms of the relationship with God. God is envisioning you to lead others to the Lord Jesus Christ. This standard is really not just for Christian leaders, but for every Christian. Clarification. If people stumble because we speak or do right, that's not really the problem. Okay? Hindi ka dapat mag-alala nun. Because you stand for what is right, people stumble at you, that's fine. That's okay. That's not what we're saying here. What we need to watch is that people do not stumble because of our carnality or worldliness and careless living, especially in the exercise of our liberties or freedoms. Kailangan maging maingat na tayo. Finally, he must not be a lover of money. Not greedy for money, says Titus. And 1 Timothy 6, verse 6 to 12 says this, Now godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out, right? I have Chinese blood. And in Tacloban City, ang isang custom ng mga Chinese is that they would have their precious possessions buried with them. The Egyptians did the same thing. Because their thinking was, sa kabilang buhay daw, gusto nila madala yung mga kayamanan na yun. Well, you find out that they really can't bring it. As we say, sino ba sa atin dito ay pinanganak ay suot ay YSL na ang suot? Sino ba sa atin dito, pagdating natin sa mundong ito, when we arrived here, we were already wearing Adidas jogging pants or Nike? It says, having food and raiment, Timothy Paul was saying to him, with this we shall be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and harmful lusts which drown men in destruction and perdition. Now we know this to be true. We know this is not theoretical. We know this happens, especially here in America. We have seen it happen time and time again. Just read the entertainment news. Just read it. For the love of money is the root of all evil. Not money, right? Because money is a necessity in life. It's not right to say money is the root of all evil. Sabi ng Bible, the love of money is the root of all evil. And it says there, for which some have strayed from the faith in their greediness. And pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Mind that one. But you, O men of God, sabi ni Paul kay Timothy, instead of pursuing money, flee these things and pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, gentleness. Fight the good fight of faith. Maybe this is what God is saying to many of us today. As we close, let me tell you the story of Naaman, or as you say here in America, Naaman. Naaman was a powerful soldier. You will turn your Bibles with me so we can read it in the same version. 2 Kings chapter 5. We'll just go through some of the verses. 2 Kings chapter 5. Naaman was a mighty warrior of Syria, commander. Now he had leprosy. And just to make it short, a Jewish girl that they had taken captive told them that there was a prophet in Israel who could make him better. A man that God could use to heal him from his leprosy. And so, Naaman goes and goes to Israel. And he goes to Elisha. Sabi niya kay Elisha, I heard that you can make people well again. And then sabi ni Elisha sa kanya, well, he says, I want you to go to the river, right? And then dip yourselves 7 times in the river Jordan. And your flesh shall be restored, verse 10 ito, and you shall be clean, page 311. And Naaman is very angry. Sabi niya, kadaming magandang ilog dito sa Syria. At dyan pa ako maliligo sa maruming ilog na yan. Wise servants of his said to him, sir, if Elisha is going to ask you to do something great, right, you're going to do it. Diba, sir? Kung halimbawa sabihin niya, you have to kill like this army, you're going to do it for him. Ito, sir, simple lang ito. Subukan mo naman. And so Naaman tries it out. Right? He goes to the river Jordan. He dips himself 7 times. You know what the Bible says? The Bible says God heals him, and his baby is smoother than a baby. His skin is smoother than a baby's skin. And he is just so amazed that he goes back to Elisha in verse 15, and he says, behold, I know that there is no God in all the earth in Israel. So now accept a present from your servant. But he said, as the Lord lives before whom I stand, said Elisha, I will not take it. Ino-offeran niya ng mga reward si Elisha. Pera, gold, clothing. But Elisha said, no sir, I cannot take that. And because of that, look at this. Verse 17, Naaman said, if not, let them be given to your servant 2 mules load of earth. Look at this, beautiful. From now on, your servant will not offer burnt offering or sacrifice to any god but the Lord. Imagine that. Let me say this. That the reason why people are not coming to Christ because leaders, pastors, are becoming greedy for money. And we are not careful in the area of our finances. And people are not coming to the church because these people are not exercising faithful stewardship of the resources that God has given to them. And then it says here, in this manner may the Lord pardon your servant. Now, let me just make it short. I'll read the closing verse. Sabi niya, Elisha, pagpasensyahan mo na lang po ako. Pastor, yung mga pastor, pagtawag niya kay Elisha. Na pagbalik ko po sa Syria, siyempre po, sasamahan po yung hari. Habang nag-ano siya doon sa Diyos-Diyosan niya, pasensyahan na lang po ako kung medyo mag-ano din ako doon, pero really, I don't mean disrespect to the true and living God. And then this God is turning from idols to serve the true and living God. But here's the thing. Si Elisha, may servants yan. Si Gehazi. Gehazi. Sabi ni Gehazi naman itong amo ko, tinanggihan pa, kadami na sana. Naghihirap kami ng naghihirap ako maghanap ng kakainin namin pag umaga, tanghali. Ba't niya ba tinanggihan? So, without Elisha's knowledge, he goes after Naaman. And he asks Naaman, look at what he says. Sabi niya. So Gehazi, verse 21, followed Naaman, and Naaman saw someone running after him, and he got down from the chariot to meet him and said, "Is all well?" And he said, "All is well. My master has sent me." Imagine that. "My master has sent me. There have just now come to me from the hill country of Ephraim 2 young men of the sons of the prophets. Please give them a talent of silver and 2 festal garments." And Naaman said, "Be pleased to accept 2 talents. And he urged him to tie up 2 talents of silver in 2 bags with 2 festal garments. Let me just say this. Can you imagine what the impact of that was on Naaman? Understand? Sinabi na ni Elisha, "I'm not gonna take it." And then, pag-alis niya, here comes the servant. "Ay, Naaman, nagbago ang isip po ng master ko. Kukunin na daw niya yung pera na gusto niyong ibigay." Imagine that. And no wonder when Gehazi comes back, Elisha calls him. Now he went and stood before his master, and Elisha said to him, "Where did you go, Gehazi?" And he said, "Your servant did not go anywhere." Then he said to him, "Did not my heart go with you when the man turned back from his chariot to meet you? Is it time to receive money and to receive clothing, olive groves and vineyards and sheep and oxen and male and female servants? Therefore the leprosy of Naaman shall cling to you and your descendants forever." And he went out from his presence leprous, as white as snow. Yan ang silence. I'm just saying, when God says something in His Word, He means business. And we need to fear the Lord and remember that yes, He is a loving God, but He is also a consuming fire, all-seeing God, and all-knowing. It is my prayer that as we exercise our right to vote today, that we would seek the heart of God. Please vote after our service right away. Bago kayo kumain, vote muna kayo. And